Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you for tuning in. So today I'm bringing you math, and we have this exponential equation where we have 8 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x is equals to 130. So I want us to solve and get the value of x. 8 to the power of x can be written as 2 to the power of 3, all this to the power of x, plus 2 to the power of x is equals to 130, right? So we want to use exponential rule where we can change the exponents. We want to change this exponent, so we can write 2 to the power of x to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of x is equals to 130. So 2 to the power of x is common. We have 2 to the power of x, 2 to the power of x. We can say let 2 to the power of x be y. 2 to the power of x is equals to y. So we shall substitute 2 to the power of x with y in this equation. So this becomes y cubed plus y is equals to 130. Right? Next step, I want to bring 130 to the other side. So this will be y cubed plus y minus 130 is equals to 0. Okay, so the nearest cubic number that is near to 130 is 125. The nearest cubic number is 125. So y to the power of 3 plus y minus 125 minus 5 is equals to 0. So 125 minus 5, this gives us 130, right? So next step, y cubed minus 125, I'm bringing this 125 plus y, this y here, minus 5 is equals to 0. Okay, so this equation we can as well write it as y cubed minus 5 cubed. So 5 cubed is 120, right? 5 cubed is 120 plus y minus 5. This one here is equals to 0. Okay, so we can write in this form y minus 5 into y squared plus 5y plus 5 squared, we close our bracket, plus 1 into y minus 5 is equals to 0, right? So this is the next step. We can, if you see here, y minus 5 is common. We have y minus 5, so we shall write it outside the bracket, y minus 5 into y squared plus 5y plus 5 squared is 25 plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, this one here is equals to 0. So y minus 5 into y squared plus 5y plus 25 plus 1, this is 26, is equals to 0. So we will equate y minus y with the 0 and y squared plus 5y plus 26 with the 0. So this is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. So let's begin. Y minus 5 is equals to 0, and y squared plus 5y plus 26 is equals to 0. Okay, so here y is equals to 5. Bringing this 5 to the other side, y is equals to 5. This side, it has formed a quadratic equation. We can solve it using quadratic formula. So quadratic formula, where we have y is equals to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all this to the all this divide by 2a. So our a here is 1, the coefficient of y squared 1, b here is 5, and our c here is 6. So our b is the coefficient of y, and our c here is 26. So let us substitute these values in this formula. So y is equals to minus b, so this is minus 5, plus or minus the square root of b squared, this is 25, 5 squared is 25, so this is 5 squared minus 4 times our a here is 1 and our c here is 26. This divide by 2 times a, 2 times 1, right? So next step, y is equals to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 5 squared, it's 25, times negative 4 times 1, negative 4, negative 4 times 26, this is 104, 104 over 2 times 1, 2. Next step, y is equals to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of negative, this is 25 minus 105, negative 79 over 2. So next step, y is equals to negative 5 plus or minus, we can write 79 times the square root of negative 1, okay? So over 2. Next step, y is equals to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 79. The square root of negative 1 is imaginary, so we'll write 79 imaginary. The square root of negative 1 is imaginary, so 79i over 2 imaginary. Y is equals to negative 5 plus the square root of 79 imaginary divided by 2, or y is equals to negative 5 minus the square root of 79 imaginary divided by 2. So these two values are untrue, so we will reject. And remember, we had gotten y minus 5 is equals to 0, so y is equals to 5. So this was our true value of y, and we had said let 2 to the power of x be y. So 2 to the power of x is equals to 5. So I will introduce logs on both sides. Log 2 to the power of x is equals to log 5. Using this rule of logarithm, where we have log a to the power of m is equals to m log a, bringing this power before the log. So this will be x log 2 is equals to log 5. X, we divide both sides by log 2 to remain with x. So this will cancel. X is equals to log 5 over log 2, right? X is equals to, using your calculator, log 5 is 0.699 divided by log 2 using your calculator is 0.301. So x is equals to 0.699 divided by 0.301, x is equals to 2.33. So x is approximately is equals to 2.33, and this is the final answer. This is the final answer.